Hi, and welcome to your Bodyweight Series 10. This is one that is a little bit more chill, but still has spice. You're going to need a bench and you're going to need your mat. You can take your shoes off for this one if you like. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come down and come into the core. So we're focusing today on the core, then we have the back, then we have the into the lateral side of the body, working into those obliques, external obliques. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do 20 of a lot of these moves, and then we're going to do 10. We're going to see how we go. First, we are down like, no, sorry, we are like this. Okay, if this is too difficult, just come down. See, when you're working like this, it's going to warm up into the core anyway. Hands are facing towards your bum. Up you can, breathe in, and then we start to tap. We're going to do for 20. Now, I want you to really think with all of these how the body is moving and work it slowly. 11. You're like a robot. Okay. Good. We now are off the bench, off your seat. So you're up where the brow line is, and the hands are over. And all you're going to do is you're going to march up, keeping the head like a soft peach, nice long spine. 3, 4. Don't let the nip step. No, don't let the hip step. Good. If you feel like this is too much, bring yourself on so your head, neck, and shoulders are on. Otherwise, this is really working into the full rectus abdominals. Abdominus, sorry. 19, 20, and relax. Then we're going to come into the legs, and which is really going to come in, into the back, So we have it like so. We're bending the legs into tabletop. We rise, so you're in prone position here. Rise, and we come round, but we don't twist up into it. You want to stay nice and low. This is me stabilizing the scapula, and we want to reach round. 2. I find kicking my leg away actually helps, and what we do as well is we bring in the pelvic floor. Make sure that you're bringing your belly button right into your spine, keeping the eyes forward. Good, you can do a little child's pose there. Good, and then we're back in. This time we have, so you're a nice one long line, and we just raise up. Some people do this like a Superman, Spider-Man, except they do a little press up in between. We're not going to do that. Things I want you to do, clench into the butt cheeks. Good, raising taking the shoulders away from the earlobes, and also just making sure that that torso is one lovely long line, and we rise for 1. Just going for 10. Really strengthens into the back. Good, if you need to do that child's pose in between, please do. Next, what we're going to do is, hopefully you can see it from that angle. I'll maybe turn this around. You're going to bring this leg up onto it. Good. This hand comes on the hip. Woo! Good. And we're going to reach and reach. So you're coming down, and then we're crunching in. Well, crunching, I just find crunching such an awful. It's like a side bend. Okay? Side bend. You can bring that in. We're doing 10 on this side. I think I've done about 20. Then we're going to switch. So bring your leg. You can take it up just even onto a step. You don't have to have it quite the same length. You can take it down here, lengthening up, shortening, lengthening, eccentric, concentric, working into those external obliques. Beautiful. And now we are into our mountain climbers off the bench. So you're going to put your feet up on, this is actually easier, I find, than on the ground anyway. But I don't like calling them mountain climbers. What I want you to do is bring your shoulders, your feet underneath, feet on the bench. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. And you're just going to walk to each elbow. You're not going to cross it across. Going for 10. Squeeze the bum when you put the leg back down. Good. Come out gently. Roll those shoulders back. Then we're onto our plank. So it's a side plank. You can again do this on your knees and you just do a count if you want. You can do a breathe and count. Or you can just, what you can do is on your knees and you come down and you can open up, okay? Just slightly different exercise, but still working into the sideline. Otherwise, join me for 10 rotations. Each time, your hand is going to want to creep forward. Keep it in line with your shoulder. Protect this shoulder. The deltoid, all of this needs protection because there's a lot of movement in the shoulder joint. Feel those obliques wrapping around the body. Beautiful. Now we have a hammer kick on one side. So on our side like so, we have our clam and our forward kick. Clam, forward kick. Don't be falling forward or back. I want you to feel like if there's a skewer in there, lovely. We'll put you on the barbecue. Come and squeezing from the glutes. Seven, 8. So see my upper body is not shifting. Switch sides. Again, this is in line with the shoulder. Forward. 2, 3. Breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And our last one is coming onto all fours. Just we're working right into the upper and the lower for that last bit of spice. Nice slow count for 10. So you can do it so that you are like so. Good. Or you can come into your plank with nice wide legs if you're just beginning, or you can do your plank like so. Join me. Either way. Hands underneath the shoulder rest. Don't be dropping the shoulder rest. Sorry, that's the reformer. Hands underneath the shoulder path. Okay, just going to keep nice and long. Don't be dropping the head and the spine, tucking the tailbone ever so slightly up onto the tippy toes, and we rise for 1, 2. Pull the belly button in. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pushing away the mat. 7, 8. Just a little hover in the knees. 9 and 10. Have a drink of water, and we're going to do it again. This is why I love making workouts for you, because the more I get to know my body, turning 40, the more I know my lifestyle and how I try to fit this exercise in. And I want to enjoy it. And I also just want some days to know, like, on a Friday, we're going to be hitting it hard, but it's going to feel awesome. And on a Monday, there's going to be that lower body spice. So with this body weight, I want you to just take it everywhere with you. Breathe in, breathe out, coming back to those hands facing the bum, raising up, and then we're going to tap. So remember, you can sit your bum down for this. I can actually feel that in my triceps and shoulders, into the front deltoids from working at that bear. Fourteen, slow it down. 15, 16, more control the body has to have. 18, 19, 20, come out of it gently. Up you come onto your chair. And then we have, so think about doing, if you were doing any kind of hip hinge here, going to stay nice and tall, support the back. So hands are above to start with. They go back when we come up. If this is too much for you, just take your hands down along the mat. But remember to tuck in the chin like you have a nice peach under there. Or you can follow the eye line back so that you're working into the traps. Just don't want any neck strain on this. It's got to be working into the core. Woo! In fact, I was doing it the wrong way. You can always get a feeling in your body, can't you? So we pull back and we crunch into it. 3, 2, keep the hips high. 1, melt out of it. Down for our back. Okay, so we have our bent legs and our hands in front, and we rise, we stay with it, and we do that nice rotation into the frontal plane. Eight, 9, squeeze the bum. 10, come into your child's pose if you need. I find it's just a good way to remind my spine that it is safe, it's okay. We're actually working to help it, make it stronger. But you must support it with the glutes are switched on around you, right into the side of the body, and then into those obliques, and right into the center of the core. Okay, feet raised, and I can feel that up in my pubic bone, pulling everything in. Let's go. So we rise, we fall. Rise, fall. It's like you've 2 little lights on your breastbone and you're dimming. Just come up as far as feels right for you. And you can do your child's pose again. Wait. Lovely. We're going for the leg on the bench. So this time I'm going to use the hand the whole way down to touch the ground beside me, so get a little more lengthening along the side. Otherwise, you can stay with your little side bend here. Let's go for 10 and reach. 9. Staying in that place. If you imagine you're between 2 panes of glass and you don't want to come in outside the other side, you want to stay in the middle. 9, 10, and we switch. Okay, hand is on the right hip is raised, left leg is bent, arm is up. You can stay here for that short crunch over, or you can come with me. 1, 2, I'm touching the ground beside, or just above. In the pane of glass again. 8, 9, 10. Beautiful, gently come off that. Then we have our walking off the bench. So you don't need to do it like a jump. This is all controlled this week. Good. We come up and we're going to reach one to the right hand side, to the left hand side. Place the foot back fully. You'll feel it in that scapular region, in the shoulder blades, the back. They're stabilizing you. Good, gently come out of that. Lovely, let's keep the heat on. 16 minutes. Nice little spice for that. Remember I said, don't be like so. We want to be right underneath. This is our plank. And our rotation. 1. Rise. Bit of choreography. 3. I just swivel on my feet. Feel proud of your body. Look at that. Look at the twist and turn in it. 9 again, working into the shoulder girdle, and 10. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we now have our clam. So, a little bit of butt work here into the lower back as well. Stabilizing. Five. If I was to push in there, 6 on your butt. 7. 8, well done. Nearly there. 9. And 10. Good, switch over. So, elbows bent, legs are bent together. We open and notice the difference. My left side doesn't like it just as much. 4. Don't be opening up into the chest. Try to keep it 5. Good. Nice and level. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one, 10. Gorgeous. Okay, just on our bear crawl. And then you're out, 18 minutes and done. So you can do this like so, with an extended plank. Drop the bum if you are. Keep the head nice and long. Don't be dropping your way the neck now. Keep it supported. Clench the bum. If you're on a wide plank, feet are wide. If you're with me in the bear crawl, let's go. I'll put the timer on this time, so we get 30 seconds rather than Ali's shoddy counting, and then make you feel better. Let's go. Good. Nice flat. If I was to put something in the bottom of your spine, like my coffee. I'd love another coffee. I've already had one today. So 15 seconds to go. My advice is think about the belly button coming right into the spine. Clench the bum cheeks and you'll feel a real lovely lift up into the hamstrings. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. I'm exactly 99 calories burned. I don't know how accurate they are. I love doing these for you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to newcomers. Welcome. So good to have you. You're moving your body and I am really proud. And I don't say that lightly.